and just be all about like producing stuff that you just love, that's for you. Or you can be a brand maker. You can be somebody who's creating a brand, who is really conscious of what your audience wants and really out there trying to be true to this brand. And I said to you many times, like, no shame to either route. Like there's no wrong and you and I had talked about that a ton, that like we have friends that have both paths and travel both paths, and there's no wrong to it. And there's neither one is a direct route to success. That's the work effort, right? That's a whole other discussion.
Point, please. Yeah. Can you get to the point?
My point was, like, at some point, every channel has to decide what they're doing, and they've got to pick a path, because you can't walk both. And I think
they're two very different audiences for each one.
Your audience will shift to meet that change. And whether you make that change consciously or whether it just naturally happens, I think everybody has to like walk their walk. And I think there's no shame to either side, but I think a lot of the beefs in our community are centered around people really like upset about one or the other lane, right? Looking at the other people walking the other path and bitching about it one way or the other. That was just
and I was thinking about which one I am, and you said that I was the passion one, and I think that's right too. But the reason why I was reluctant to be like, yeah, I'm all passion, is because there's a part of me that'd be like, if I could make money on social media, I mean, I'm not against that in any way, shape, or form. Whereas there is a section of this hobby that is hostile to making money in this. Like my homie Beckerman, the comic book collector's collector, is generally hostile to people making money off of this hobby, so much so that he's really uncomfortable with selling anything from his own collection.
Well, and here's in my opinion, the easiest way to decide which group you're in is, are you making your content just for you, or are you conscious and thinking about what your audience wants? Because that's the delineation, in my opinion. The people that are just doing what they want to do and just enjoying what they're doing and don't really care about their audience, and the audience just shows up, that's the passion group, right? The ones that are thinking about their audience, conscious of what the audience wants and trying to craft things for their audience, is going to be more of a brand maker. And I think that's fine. There's no problem with either route, but nobody walks both. Nobody walks both.
I think you can be.
Mark, you're a brand maker all the way, and I love your brand. Your brand is awesome.
No, I know,
but he is passionate too, though.
He's passionate for what he makes, but he's very conscious of his audience. He never talks down to them. He's always giving them what he's conscious of, what they want to tune in to see. He's thinking about what they want.
To be fair, I talked down to you in my comments.
Well, that's one-on-one for sure.
To be fair, I talk down to Marcus whenever I get a chance, because he doesn't take it personally, and he'll talk down back at me.
Fair.
But in all sincerity, I love every single video I make, and I have fun doing it. But I'm mad conscious about my audience, not as a whole. So if you watch my channel enough, you'll realize that I Easter egg the shit out of my videos with actual community members, and I sit back and wait to see if they notice it. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, and some people have caught on to it. And
sure,
I know Beckerman's very good at catching these things,
dude. All right, so no one knows this, but the last time on Instagram for my At Weeks In, when I shared the wheel, I'm like, tonight's the Legion Loot giveaway. No one knew it, but I intentionally typed Beckerman loves Matina for his name on the wheel. That son of a bitch knew I'm always up to something. So he caught it. I never expected him to catch it. I thought, like, in a 1 in 80 chance, if he wins, it'll be popped up on the screen and I'll get a joke out of it. But he caught it in the Instagram.
I love it.
It was amazing.
Oh, look at that.
He really does let anyone on. I had no idea.
Look at John. John's comic shows up. We get 3 first appearances.
We get all these trolls.
We've got my man JP Collects, who I've said it many times, and I'll say it before. Sorry, JP, I gotta put you on a pedestal here. Okay. I think you have the most valuable, consistent show series going with your 6 months look back. I absolutely love it. I don't ever comment, but I watch it every single time because I am shopping off of that thing every single. I'm like, all right, what was hot 6 months ago? Is it time for me? Is it time for me to buy this book? Because they're always down 6 months later. And I think anybody who's new to this hobby, who's trying to come to understand the ebbs and flows of this thing, absolutely, I'm pointing them to your channel in that show, the 6 months looks back, because I needed to know that when I came in. I came back with that 90s mentality of buy 10 copies.
If it shines, it's gold.
6 years later,
You're
I'll
still
sell
doing
each
that. Someone's killing
one.
the children.
I state
Hey,
with
that's
that-
no, it's not the same thing. I don't buy that to get rich. I buy that because I'm just stupid for it. You know?
I will say,
I'm-
people ask me all the time, and I use that video as much as a reminder to myself as I do for anybody else. It's like, I don't really need this. It doesn't always
No,
work, but I try
it's-
to use it to remind myself.
it offers a perspective that is just so important, man. You know, if you're coming in and you think you need that book, then you can wait 6 months, dude.
Exactly.
And if you want it 6 months later, then go get that thing. You know, it's that simple. It's gonna be there. I promise it will.
Well,
be
and,
there.
and how many times do you watch that video and realize, you know, I really didn't want that book,
Or I forgot
Yes.
that existed.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's so funny, you know. He's like, I just got a huge pre-order pack from Things from Another World today, and like I go through it and I'm like, hey, you know, most of the books were like stuff I already had, different variants and this stuff, and so I'm like, all right, and then I put them up and like, all right, that was fun, you know. It's like, all right, maybe I didn't need all of those covers, but I kind of did still need
Yeah,
them.
you
But
What did I miss with the two different type of content creators? Because
Oh, don't make him talk about that thing.
no, he's a teacher. Can you sum it up?
Yeah, I just believe that eventually all YouTubers pick a path, because you can't really walk both of doing things that just you care about, the things that you love, and versus creating a brand. I think it's hard to walk that balance, and that most people eventually choose a path.
I haven't chosen a path.
Okay, so I'm in the brand maker.
Close the
phase.
door. Close
I think
the door.
I think in general, I think if you have, there's some basics for, and I broke it down simply as saying, like,
That's
it-
the correct comment.
if
right
you
there.
if you feel like you're always real conscious of your audience and what they, you know, and make it for them, then that's a brand maker.
Okay,
You know, and that includes having subscriptions, you know, things that are for an audience, right?
Yeah.
Versus, you know, not looking at algorithms, not looking at hashtags, not looking at, is like, no, it's just for me. Like, I don't, if people find it, they find it great, you know?
No, yeah.
and
You
that's
know,
why
like,
I feel like
usually make
And again,
videos,
There's no
Yeah, I
shame
have-
or shade to
yeah, I have
either side. And
nearly
neither one is a
4,000
direct route to success. It's all
I
about
have-
how much work you put in.
I have nearly 4,000 subscribers. I don't understand how they're there, but I regularly, every week, make videos that I consciously know if I get 100 views, I succeeded, and that's my tip. You know, so I'm not chasing views, but there I do have the like a decent subscriber base and the members thing. But I feel like my small little core is fun. I think about them.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, when you first sent it to me, I would not. I think what you're saying about Mark is true about the brand, but I honestly would not put him in the brand section of this. I would put him in the passion section of this, because that is his brand, is his passion for comics, particularly DC Comics. That is his brand. So I would be real, because there are other people who are far more focused on the algorithm and hashtags. Mark isn't focused on those things. He's
Yeah,
just
I just have two. It's We Are Legion, and because that one was just a layup, and fandom happens here.
But I also don't think there's any negative to either route.
On his t-shirts, as you can, you know.
This
Well,
was
I
actually
think-
this was actually designed for me, and I put it up, and it's not Swamp Thing. In case you were wondering, remember that it's not Swamp Thing.
Who is it?
It's literally not Swamp Thing. That's who it is.
That's
Because
his
Swamp
name.
Thing is trademarked. This is not Swamp Thing.
Gotcha.
I was gonna say that, I thought it was Tony, but that's okay.
I feel what you're saying. I think that the middle does exist, because like I have fun doing the shirts and stuff. Like that's just fun. I don't do it hoping that I make money off of it. It's just something that's free to do, and it's there for fun. And
But I mean, I don't feel like there's a negative to either side. I think
no, I'm
there's,
not saying there is.
I legit follow channels that are incredibly well branded, and I would throw Rob's Fat Stacks up there.
Yeah.
His brand is all around giving to charity and designed around getting people to subscribe, to monetize all these. He's doing a great job of creating a Rob's Fat Stacks brand. He's got his intro that he's got. It's a very tight product.
But I would also,
with a purpose.
knowing Rob really, really well, and that brand really, really well, I will 100% tell you with absolute certainty that there's not 1 ounce of doing that isn't passion, that's work for him or for me or for DJ. Like if it was, I promise you, the 3 of us, not even just one of the 3, all 3 of us would have found someone else to fill in for us.
I think you're implying that like the people that are making a brand aren't enjoying what they're doing.
No, I'm not saying
that's
that
not
at
quite
all,
what
but
I'm saying.
I'm pointing out the difference.
So
that
there's
Mark is pointing out.
there's actually 3 lanes on this.
Mhm.
There's people who, with passion. There's people who are doing for the
Oh.
brand, and there's something in the middle that
No.
kind of like hits.
That's my point. I don't believe that
I'm
lane
here for
exists.
journals.
The most
my
important
video
thing.
journals, and I'm just using the channel to learn stuff. But it's my journal. That's it. I don't if I have passion for it. Just place
just
to put my videos on. That's it.
Just a reminder to you, John, only a Sith deals in absolutes.
I will
Then
say, I
call
think
me
John
Darth Jameson.
described it poorly. As what he's saying, he's not saying that the people that have a brand can't have passion for it, but they're trying to achieve something for the audience.
Yeah,
And then the other side is
you have
something.
they end up leaning one way. You have both, but you lean one way more than the
But
other.
I think passion is the wrong word. You can have a passion for doing your brand work and doing stuff for the audience and doing like that. I think that's the wrong word. I think there's a different perspective of like, this is just for me and I don't care if anybody watches. Like, I'm going to do what I want versus I'm going to build something for an audience that I'm going to have a message and a thing that's directly for them. You can have passion on both sides. It's just that like there is 2 lanes there of I'm just going to make what I want. If people watch it, great. If they don't,
Yeah, I definitely just make what I want. I know that.
Are you saying that one side is because you enjoy it and the other side is because of just like want to make buck on it?
That's definitely not what I'm saying.
But you implied that when you used the word passion as opposed to a different
I think that
term.
the people like Naman is a great example. He's just doing the stuff that he has. He's not thinking about his audience at all. He's making the stuff that he wants to make, and it's his journal, and it's not about like what is my audience what's gonna help my channel grow. What's gonna create a Naman brand, right? And he's not interested in that. And that's the route he's traveling.
Yeah, I don't even have a logo, so there you go.
I mean, yeah.
What's the
5 years in, I don't
That
have a
is
logo.
your brand, JP. You're mysterious.
Is it a lazy? Yes.
So what's the purpose of the brand?
What is the purpose of the brand?
Yeah.
Is to create a consistency of vision for your product, right? So like, for whether that's merchandise, whether that's YouTube, whether that's social media, creating a consistency of product so that when people tune in, they know what they're getting from the Legion of Comics, from the Reggie Collects, from the whatever. There's a brand that creates awareness for an audience.
Yeah, that's super fair. Like I try to, it's not that I try to, but I would like to think that like people associate my channel that know me with DC stuff. Like if you're curious about DC, like, oh, I know that Legion of Comics guy, he reads a lot of DC and has a DC stream. So yeah, that makes sense. And
I would say you're downplaying yourself to say you haven't thought a lot about it because it's clearly hard work and intentional. And you are putting in the time and you are putting in the work to create this incredible brand.
You've known me since year 1. Early on in year 1, I've been in your chat. Nothing I did took a lot of thought at all. It was kind of listen, hear me out. It all really happened very organically because I'm not like techno savvy. I'm not like set up this savvy. You know what I mean? Like it was difficult to even to figure out how to upload images. Like when it came to doing like the emojis that come with that, I had to have help with that. Like me and Tyler sat up here. Like so all of it, when you look back on it, it looks like a lot of stuff, a lot of work, a lot of thought. It's not. I don't have time for a lot of thought for YouTube. I don't. Like I was just voicemail talking to my buddy for an hour while I'm talking to him. I'm working on saving photos for my books I'm excited about. I have a top 10 list coming out, John, that includes a Dune comic, a Power Rangers comic, an Avatar comic, and a Dick Tracy comic. You think I'm making this for someone else?
Unsubscribe. Yeah. You lost me at Power Rangers.
You think this is for my audience? No.
What's up, Carrie? I haven't seen Carrie in so long. How you doing, girl?
And Cliff. We haven't let Carrie or Cliff talk. What's up, Carrie? What's up, Cliff?
I've never seen Cliff be this quiet for this long.
I know. He's bursting at the seams right now.
Commentary is in the chats. You
Say
know,
Amanda Waller, and he'll start yapping.
That would require John to like cease talking for like 30 seconds.
I keep getting asked questions. Here's the thing. I said this to Marcus because I knew that it would light a fire. I was like, let's just hear Marcus's thoughts on this. I thought, like,
you know,
Bathing in this.
Mark would make the best hate sex because he would just be plowing me and then scream Amanda Waller, and then
Oh wow!
You missed the step. I would grab your hair with 2 hands.
That's the first thing.
Amanda Waller.
I want Marcus. I want Marcus to like save this date timestamp of 23 seconds. I just love that the whole time Cliff was talking, Mark was going, "Yep,
Yeah.
Marcus,
You're right.
I was saying, why didn't you close the back door? He's coming in the back door.
and you know what my hate move would be for Mark? To show up for sex dressed as a shroud. That would be my move.
Oh, because it'd be like a stranger because no one would recognize him.
Exactly. That'd be perfect. You know, or maybe I'll show up as Moonlight Shroud. That way you almost know what's going on.
No one likes the shroud.
So, Marcus, what would you say your brand is right now, given this discussion?
Well, I was kind of because honestly, when he first said it to me, I was not thinking about it the same way that he was thinking about it, because the way that I was thinking about it, I would not put Mark in the brand side of it. And I think the difference really is that like I put Mark on the passion side, but he's successful, and so that passion has turned into a brand thing.
And I would say the same as like Comics Explained or Pop Culture Philosophers. They're in the same boat there.
For me, though, when you first said it, I was thinking about there are some comic channels who are about the comics, and there's some comic channels who are about the channel.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? And that's how I was separating them. Is like, are they passionate about their channel, or are they passionate about the comics and they're putting it on their channel?
Interesting.
And that's why I would. That's
another way to look
put
at those
Mark
lanes,
in
I
the
suppose.
passion
It's a
side.
different delineation, but it's interesting.
Because the people who are just passionate about their channel, I'm not as much. Like, I come for the passionate about the books, whether I'm into the books you're into or not. I come for the passion about comic books.
That's fair.
So that's what draws me.
I'm with Phil's Treehouse. That's
right.
Hold on, we're behind on.
I missed it.
I don't even see where Phil's at. Did I miss
yeah,
Phil? How far back?
The Kroger ladies.
The Kroger ladies
are always.
Phil, I appreciate you so much.
And yeah, but I think as far as like, I am conscious of my viewer for sure, and that's a big reason why I don't make videos anymore, is because I don't feel like I've come up with something that makes me passionate and makes me believe that other people will want to see it. I haven't come up with it. Like most of the things that comic book channels do, I'm not as much interested
thinking
in.
as a brand and not thinking about this is what I want to do on my channel.
Exactly. So I in that way, I'm definitely more brand focused, even though I don't really have a brand. I definitely want to do this to entertain people. And I don't do it for the sake of doing it. I want to do it because it's good and people are enjoying it. It's definitely why.
So where's the difference between doing it as an overall brand, but doing it also to promote something else? Because do those two things go hand in hand, or what?
It could. I mean, K-pop's a great example of somebody whose brand is built around promoting other people, right? Like her shows are a ton about Kickstarters and about up and coming artists and writers, and that's she's built her channel, I think, really effectively around that.
Yes,
because that's what a lot of writers do, is they have the channel, right? Mm-hmm. And they talk about everything they like, but they also talk about their work that they're working on. It's because when they sit there and they talk about the stuff that they're passionate about or whatever like that, or stuff that they're doing, on top of actually talking about the work, they're doing it because they want people to relate to them.
Sure.
And if you relate to somebody, you're more apt to go out and buy their product.
There's also the aspect of just that the modern day application of, if you apply that to pros like writers, artists, there's a lot of them like Daniel Warren Johnson, David Finch. You have a lot of pros like Mark Miller that have channels where they do stuff because just like us, they have friends they want to talk to, and it's a great way to do it and interact with their fan base. They don't have to wait to go to a convention. Daniel Warren Johnson goes live every week and talks to his fans while he works, like he's working. The dude, despite the fact that he's literally on the clock
Yeah.
working. You know, it's just
and plus
that's just a modern day
he's also probably sitting there saying, hey, you know, in case you've been living under a rock, I'm doing this lately, you
Right.
know. So go check it out at your local comic book shop. Well, you know, that's kind of like what I do. Like, I'm just sitting there and I'm talking about what I'm doing and what I'm writing. And then you guys also get to find out what I like as well. But the thing is, especially when it comes to like publishing as a whole, and definitely when it comes to comic books, is when you go into the publishing industry, you're finding out that the publishing companies are really going after and really, you know, putting forth and marketing dollars and stuff for the big names, but you might get published by a publishing company and they won't do anything to promote you. So you end up having to promote yourself.
Yeah,
Sure.
It costs money to promote people. They can't invest in something they're not going to get back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can build the brand and the platform, because that's what, if you look at mass media now, what you're seeing is TV stars are trying to build their own platforms. You see Stephen A. Smith, and they're all following Pat McAfee, really, as they saw Pat McAfee build his own brand on YouTube, to where Pat McAfee doesn't work for ESPN. He leases his business, his property to ESPN, to where if he lost his job at ESPN, it would not make him any less relevant than he already is. And so if you're able to, that's what everybody's moving to, is building their own platform and building off themselves, so that they're not making money from someone else. They're making money for themselves. So I'm all for it if you can build a platform.
You also have to wonder why people have to do that.
I don't think they have to do that. I think that's a luxury if you're capable of doing it.
Yeah,
it ain't a have to thing. If you're that good, you know, that's like being a.
It's an opportunity, right?
It's being a free agent that everybody wants. You don't have to sign with anybody. You're that desirable.
But I think, to Carrie's point, I think it's also the proliferation, right? We're how many sports channel networks can you find, you know, at this point? How many comic book YouTubes? At some point, what you need to do is stand out, and branding helps you stand out, right? Branding helps you be different than all the other options out there, so that I know when I go to Legion or Reggie or whatever, I know what I'm getting, and that's the product that I'm after. Is not, you know, all the other stuff. I want that product.
Well, John, if you go to Reggie's,
I'm not going to get a lot. No, I'm not going to get a lot these days.
He quit like a month ago, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
Okay.
And
I'm wearing his shirt just, you know, in solidarity.
Branding could be something as simple as you're known for something. You're known for always providing something.
And it's a consciousness, right? You're being conscious of what it is you want to represent, and then creating a consistency that an audience can then
sometimes
count on.
It can happen more organically than that. You just naturally, because of that passion, gravitate towards something. Like Mark is known for doing a lot of stuff with DC. I'm known for doing a lot of stuff involving DC when I do it.
And poems.
And writing, yes. But like if I'm talking comics, I mean, there are people in the space that always were like, Carrie, DC, you know, and
John X-Men.
Yeah, yeah, really.
John Boring. Oh, I mean,
JP Nightwing.
But it's like we're talking about what we like the best, right? But we're becoming known for it, and that's where passion leads into branding, even if it's accidental.
Yeah, people can assign it to you.
And I made that point to Marcus. I hope the idea that this will happen. I think either intentionally or accidentally, people will veer and lean one way or the other over time, because that's either a conscious like effort to be a consistent brand, or a constant effort to not care about that. You know.
Now I'm fascinated. Where the hell does everybody think I fall on the spectrum?
That's what I want to know. On the spectrum.
You know, you're a rainbow, my friend.
The spectrum of community or brand or in between or what the hell?
You're definitely.
I am the spectrum.
You're a child.
I'll go back to this comment from Damien, which I thought was really accurate. I'm passionate about comics. But I think it's fair to say that I am more passionate about this community and this thing that I found online when I came back to comics. I think that's absolutely true. That's why you see me get so excited about things like the CBC Awards and comics curing cancer, because these are community driven things. And this is the most amazing thing that I love. Like when I talked to DMs and John's in DMs with John today, that's one of the things I said is like, more than anything, it's about the people that I've met across the world. That's at this 3.5 years into it now, more than anything, this is what I'm passionate about. So I think Damien nails me to a T with that statement.
And his other comment, I don't know that you need to be selling something to be brand conscious. Like, I don't know that that's a necessity. I think it might come naturally with being brand conscious, but I don't know that it is a necessity by any means.
What?
Is this a first appearance? I'm trying to think. I think it is the first appearance.
To the rescue.
Maybe first full appearance. I think I snuck in like 2 minutes one show. That could be a cameo. So this is first full.
All right, we got a cameo.
TJ has entered the chat.
Yes.
And I'm assuming you got. Do you have a thought about the subject?
I just got here. What's the subject?
Oh, okay, we're just talking.
Don't start John again. No.
I'm gonna mute myself at this point.
No, just John had a point about how there's people who make videos. Their channel's more about themselves and their own, like, they do it for themselves, whereas others become a brand and they're brand conscious and they do it for viewers and trying to build something.
And I don't know that it's necessarily for viewers, because both of them can be goal oriented on a viewership.
The point is, TJ, John said there is no in between. You're one or the other.
Right.
You definitely have to pick a lane. I think, or it picks itself for you. No, CJ, we are not live. You should not in any way join us. We are not. This is all a replay.
Well,
you're in the matrix.
So John, are you saying like, okay, you can only have 2 lanes? So would Reggie be the extreme?
Reggie is one of the most brand conscious people I've ever met. And if you don't think that's true, then you have never spoken to him. The guy is completely aware of his image and his identity, and he works really hard and impressively so to be consistent.
So
so if you don't,
I couldn't hear that. What?
Is he extreme to one side?
He definitely leans heavy brand all the way. Heavy brand.
Also, the other thing you have to think of is some of these people have gotten to the point where they can do this based on their views with AdSense and Google AdSense, with their sponsorships, and from people just buying their stuff.
Right.
Okay. So is Reggie to the point where he can do this and not have to do another job?
No. I think it's really hard for people to get to that place in YouTube, because the money generated is almost nothing, even when you're at the 100,000 subscriber level. I mean, you talk to Perry and he's just hit 100K. Huge shout out to Perry. He is not brand conscious at all. He hit 100K, but he's not generating enough to barely cover buying comics every once in a while. It's not money making. It's YouTube. It's really
but I think most of the time,
100K and not be able to pull that.
I was gonna say, I've been on with Perry, and Perry has pulled in some tremendous numbers. He's told me
big numbers. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily equate to money.
Payday numbers. I don't mean like trivial. I mean he's had some payday numbers, and you're right. It doesn't happen all the time. No. But shit. Throw me a payday 4 times a year, all right?
Right.
Let me get that shit.
I mean, I'm sitting here. I work a 9 to 5 job, quite literally. Okay. And thankfully I get to work from home, so I don't have to worry about a commute or anything. But I work 9 to 5. I get off work. I go and I make dinner with my boyfriend. We maybe do something, and then I'm sitting right back at this desk writing. Like, I came on here because I hit a little writer's block, man. Like, sure. I mean, yesterday, like I wrote just over 2,600 words on my novel, and I'm trying to be consistent with that. But then it's one of those things where it's like, okay, if I want to try and write this at some consistency, like I'm spending most of my time right here at this desk. And it's just, if I could earn the same amount of money doing something like this, that would be so much better than
raise your hand if anybody on this panel feels different.
Yeah, isn't that everybody?
I think everybody would happily make YouTube if they could be consistently doing it and make the same amount of money they're spending doing other stuff.
It's not enough to do anything with other and put back into the channel.
Right.
But I get a YouTube paycheck every single month. But
and you blow it all on hookers and hats, right?
Close. I blow it all on buying giveaways.
Flamingo shirts.
That's what I fund. That's what I fund all the giveaways with. That's why I do so many giveaways, because if people watching my content or supporting it creates revenue, that's their money. You know, I work a 6 to 6 all week long, and I do all kinds of other stuff, and like the merchandise, that money goes back into it, which isn't a lot at all. You know, I think I've cashed out on that like only a couple times. I just let it
I
sit
think
there.
also that's you being very conscious of your audience and wanting them to feel like when they turn up, they're getting something for that time. And
I just think it's fun, dude. You know how fun it is to give stuff away. Like, and I talked about it. I talked about it today because I got to do my DC Day stream for the first time in 2 weeks. I'm like, it's time to give away new DC books, which I love doing because not as many people get DC books as they do Marvel. And if winning some free ones, get your foot in the door and you read something, you're like, oh shit, that's just spreading the love of the hobby, really. You know what I mean? Best book on the fucking racks. Not my favorite.
I love that.
I got my DC. I got my DC books this week for sure.
God damn, that Wonder Woman.
Sorry, I was just I knew this would get Mark fired up.
I haven't gotten it yet, but I hope it. You
got the same cover as me, Mark. Yes.
Yeah, I get 8 covers because they're $1 cheaper.
Yeah, I got my DC books.
One of my collecting ticks that I developed is that if I'm collecting a series, I have to have all the A covers. I can't skip.
Yeah, the trade dresses match.
Do they?
Yeah, the trade dresses match on A's. You know, with the variants, you get like the minimal trade dresses.
For sure.
This was a 10 out of 10. Like Jeremy Adams was meant to write Flash. Titans, my John Stewart. That's a cover. Look at the Earth in the middle of the logo.
Yeah.
House of Brainiac.
Oh gosh,
CJ is threatening all of us to come on.
No, please. Don't
show his face.
We need one more person to join the stream, and then he can't join. Right? That's the max we've hit.
Yeah, I did that too for a long time, Durs, until it generated money. You know what's funny is I do all these giveaways, and then I have to file taxes, and then I have to like pay for the giveaways all over again.
Right.
I didn't take that into consideration. I mean, I know it's going to happen.
I gotta imagine how hard that is on Rob with all this giveaway.
No, because
he's giving away everything.
Rob's able to.
The American Cancer
He's writing it all off.
Yeah, it's 100%. Like I don't
really
have my YouTube channel LLC. I don't have it. I don't do any tax breaks on it, which is probably dumb and lazy on my part.
I should have done the same long ago, but I'm too lazy to.
But yeah,
I was about to say,
if you write off all your comics, you can write off all your giveaways.
Oh crap! I'm the center square. This is that dangerous.
Yeah. If you're using your giveaways as part of your channel, I feel like that's, if nothing else, that reduces the amount of income for your channel.
Sure.
I can literally write off. You can literally write off your new comic book day books if you improve your using on your channel, which it's video evidence.
Really?
So.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Mark
is like, I just hadn't done it yet.
You can set yourself up as a DBA, even as a DBA, and then when you file taxes, you add a Schedule C, and off you go.
Yep.
You know, and it's funny. Or you could be paranoid. So a friend of mine just became monetized, and I had to talk him into being monetized, and he was really scared of taxes. I said, if you're so scared of the taxes, right? Have the money go to one account. Don't touch that account all year since you don't miss the money, because we had that talk. I said at the end of the year, then you worry about paying the taxes on it, and off you go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube an accounting nightmare.
I just don't even.
No, you can all blame John for CJ not getting on.
Yep. Donate to my PayPal.
Comic Con is thankful for this. So.
I knew sooner or later I would find my tribe. YouTube comic accounting is my tribe. I'm glad you guys are here.
Is it really?
We've got the budget collector right here.
There you go, Phil.
He's right there.
God, can I write off the home
budget collector?
I'm writing off the home studio. I'm writing off the home studio. This shit has
PVC fees are going to have to get written off.
I need to do. I keep having to pay taxes every year, so I need to figure some of this stuff out, man.
I pay too because my wife keeps changing job positions and stuff and getting raises and
I feel
locations.
Watching YouTube just costs me money because I listen to people like Cliff, and then I buy books like this because I'm like
as you
Cliff.
said, it's a novel. Good choice. That was.
I don't know if that counts.
There's two of these. There were two of these.
Yes.
This is volume 2.
I've
been exercising with them.
Person for introducing that to you, and your arms will love you for it too, baby.
I've never
things are
heard of
so
this
expensive.
character ever. And then
It's amazing, isn't it?
There you go. There you go. Somebody needs to do exercising with comics.
Wait a minute. What, John? Why
I need to do exercising with comics.
We all do,
John,
right?
why are you picking up that Starman? I don't understand.
Because so I was on a stream with Cliff and he mentioned Starman and I said I'd never even heard of this character. And he's like, "You've never heard of Starman? How have you possibly missed this character, James Robinson? You got to pick it up." And I went on and I saw the 2 compendiums on sale and I was like, "All right, I'll just buy both." And I bought 2. I just because of Cliff.
Please tell me you at least started reading the first
influenced
one.
me. No, I got to finish the Sandman omnibus I'm reading.
Are you going to read about his father?
Is anybody else's TBRs like out of control right now?
Did you say TBR?
TBR, to be Reds.
Oh, that's a new one for me.
No,
mine's always insane. Yeah, Mark.
Mine is growing mine is growing right now.
How many? I don't know how many. That's not the hardcovers. That's just the.
I have an insane TBR right now, and
I've got about 11 single issues to read to be caught up, but then I've got a ton of collected editions.
That's mine because I bought them today. I was behind for Masters Week, but I was feeling like delusional one night, so I stayed up way late and just binge read everything. And I do have these that I picked up.
Nice.
I have a ton of trades. My trade stack is.
I'm going to be rereading a special one coming up, actually.
I have about 7, but I can read those.
Crow, nice.
Taco Bell.
This is one that's going to be reread very soon. So
Tony's wife just wants him to drink enough that he stops buying comics.
Challenge accepted.
I'm speechless on that one. I'm just going to
Travis,
if you watch
Travis 30 comics and 4 Dark Tower books behind.
I'm gonna save Starman, I think, for summer. I think that's probably gonna be a summer reading book.
So here's the question: How long did FOC make it before y'all detoured today?
None. Not even.
I never even.
I don't think he even said those words except to say welcome.
By the way, I want you to know, every time I've been here, I've been completely misled. It's FOC and chill. I thought I would give someone head while they do the FOC, but that is not happening. I feel very taken.
Cliff, I'm texting you my address right now.
That's FOC after dark. I think that's another show.
Listen. Friday and Saturday, I could do a midnight program. It's all right.
Can we all get together and find Cliff somebody to get off the sexual energy that he's like?
Yeah, we do need to get Cliff laid.
Just clone one of the Macs. I'll take
Heroes Con is happening. Don't worry.
Yeah, he's you brought that up that you're going to Heroes Con.
Oh, I'm going to turn on all the apps as soon as we wrap up day 1. I'm going to turn on all the apps. Growler, Prowler. Just blowies.
I got to write all these down. I'm learning a lot of stuff here.
So Cliff, do you ever go left or you always go right?
No, I don't usually use those apps.
Are we talking about swiping?
To try to figure somebody out before you actually are swiping, because those swipers are MFers too, not showing.
Swiper, no swiping.
Yeah, swiper, no swiping. No, I really am not a fan of Grindr and Tinder and that swipe crap. I don't like it. Although people are savage on Grindr. Grindr, like Grindr is just terrible. Like gays, it's like, yeah, I'll risk serial killers for sex at 2 a.m. Like it is wild, man.
Hey, everybody's got a type, you know. I mean,
I'm just saying.
Just say everybody's kind of community.
My community, we wild. And then the other day, I'm in the comic shop, and my friend who owns the shop said something to the effect of like Cliff, like, you know, those things don't happen outside of porn. And I was like, get the hell out of here. I was like, gay people invented all that shit.
They invented porn.
We created it.
Porn.
We are the bar.
You used this already, Cliff. You already used this.
Welcome to Fire Island.
You already used that.
Wait, when did I use it? And remind me.
You did it. I think you did it on that show you guys
don't trust the guy who's been day drinking since noon.
He's pouring the Crown Royale. It's making me so excited.
He's already finished off a couple other bottles. He said.
That's like bottle 3
on a Tuesday.
There's a handle on that bottle there. So It just,
Yeah,
you know what?
it's so much easier for him.
That's my
Oh,
weekly
Trev,
chore. Every week.
Trev, the shipping guru, don't sleep with one eye open. Just sleep face down, because then I will not.
Hey,
I'm not.
all I know is my one eye is brown, so I don't.
If you're sleep, all you men, you're only in danger if you're
Which
sleeping
eye?
face
The
down.
one eye,
That's when
the
you-
one-eyed
that's when
Willie
you're in
open.
danger.
Oh my goodness.
Lord.
FOC and Chill
Oh.
just took a detour.
Oh my
Marcus is
goodness.
like,
This is probably my
Donahue.
first time and probably my last time I am on the show.
Are you kidding?
I think we're headed towards
said
Springer,
the original
Gorvidal.
bar.
I think this is headed more towards Springer than Phil Donahue.
No, y'all don't remember the old Donahue's hit. Donahue was not afraid to get down.
Sally
All right?
Jesse.
He turned Philadelphia
Remember?
into a madhouse.
Let's call it all the way back for the Geraldo Rivera talk show.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Carrie, we need to use some
Geraldo
red
is
Sally
still
Jesse
after Donahue.
Raphael glasses.
Sally
Oh,
Jesse
oh,
Raphael.
Geraldo's stuck in Donahue.
I
Now,
used to have
Geraldo-
red frames actually. It was
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
oh my God, Sally Jesse Raphael. Let's not even get me started on Sally Jesse. All right, that woman was changing lives.
I'm trying to tell. I was trying to
what
say
about
that.
Jenny Jones, guys, and Ricky Lake?
Oh,
Come on.
Jenny
Ricky
Jones
Lake.
is tragic,
Yeah.
though. Tragic.
Wait a
You
minute.
know, that show got carried away.
Oh, Mama Kitty, how you doing? What was that guy? Downey, the big mouth. What was his name?
What guy?
His name is Downey.
Robert?
Morton
Robert
Downey
Downey
Jr.
Morton Downey Jr. Was it? No, was it Morton Downey?
It was Morton Downey Jr. because it wasn't his dad. The evocateur, Morton Downey Jr.
It was Morton Downey Jr., right?
It was with
Yeah.
the
Big mouth.
the
He was
big
called-
teeth and the laugh and
Yeah.
the mouth for the logo on his branding.
Highlight was on top of that.
Yeah, that's like late 80s, early 90s, some of the wildest TV ever.
Oh, he was wild. That was wild
He'd like
TV.
blow a cigarette in your face, call you a commie, and then wait on you to swing. That's what he wanted. Like that's when Jesse Jackson, who was it, got in a fist fight on stage, and they called out that they're going to set up the boxing match and stuff, and the other guy didn't, and the other guy backed out. Jesse was all for it.
That's funny.
Like he had the clan on one episode, and he tried to fist fight all of them himself. Like,
Oh, damn, he had
he
Al
was-
Sharpton on there. He had
Was it
Al
all-
it was
Sharpton.
Al Sharpton, not Jesse. It was
Not
Al
Jesse
Sharpton.
Jackson.
who
Oh
got
my
the fight.
goodness. Oh my goodness.
And Al was heavy back then too. How do I remember this? I think I was like 3.
I don't know. It's crazy.
Was it all staged like Andy Kaufman like?
It
This
sounds
is,
one
like,
step
this is
away
the
from
original
wrestling.
Jerry Springer.
Crazy.
None of this shit was staged. He would get him up there and he would instigate. Like
Yeah.
that was his brand. His
Oh, yeah.
brand, like his crowd standing up throwing popcorn.
Poke him
Like,
with
they
a
don't even-
stick, right?
They didn't even sell popcorn, but they're still throwing popcorn. Like where they got it, no one fucking knows.
Yeah, this is all
It was
before,
the original
this is all
Jerry
before
Springer.
everything. This was like the start
Oh,
of
Maury.
that stuff.
We could definitely play Hollywood Square.
I'm still center square, John. I don't know what you want me to do.
Dark
About it.
Center Square.
Better watch it. I've clearly stirred the pot enough tonight for Marcus.
Marcus didn't even
I
get like
guess-
one word in
Marcus
before John
lives
was like,
for.
Oh, Marcus is
That's
still
why I
here?
sent it to
I
Marcus. I was
heard
like,
his
let's
voice in like 10 minutes.
stir Marcus up first thing in the morning.
Well, that's the fun thing about this show is like, you never know where we're gonna go.
Is this
what
your
we're gonna
brand,
talk about.
Marcus? Or
This is Marcus's
I get-
brand.
yeah.
brand you're going for?
This is
I
his brand.
I want my brand to be this community and just loving this community and just
Yes.
enjoying that.
Boy, did you fuck that up?
There's a place.
I do have.
Go ahead, JP.
I just want to say I love how John, who's John's Comics with Kids, although they never show up anymore, has the most foul mouth on everyone else's channel.
But never cousin. Yeah.
It's like
That's
what-
branding, JP. That's
And
branding.
he drinks
Oh,
like
no, you know what that is? You know what that is?
He's like, this is a 20-year-old scotch.
No, you know what that is? That's Bob Saget. He's pulling a Bob Saget.
I was
It's
about
like Full
to bring
House,
up Bob
and everyone's
Saget.
like, this
He's
guy's
our
the most
generation's
old
Bob
guy.
Saget.
I was
Right.
about to bring up Bob Saget.
And then all of a sudden you get into a stand-up routine. And he's talking about doing coke on hookers, you know, like,
Yeah. Yeah, I heard,
wait, is this
I mean, we do have
dad from Full House or what?
we do have a full house.
That's a little bit of sidetrack. Y'all know,
What up,
y'all
Biggie?
remember Dave Coulier, who
Yeah.
was on the show with him. I didn't know he had a show And here recently on his show, he was talking about losing his brother.
Yeah.
And when Bob called him and left him a message, and I just this week he played that voicemail on his show, and it absolutely broke my heart.
Yeah,
like on so many levels. I'm like, oh my God. One long ago, I went back and watched the Comedy Central roast of Bob Saget. I went through all of the roasts on Paramount. They're so good.
Nice.
They're wild as shit.
Yo,
Bob's a madman.
His was really lovely because the people were really funny, number one, but they all really loved him. You know, like some of the other roasts, like some people straight up hate the person they're roasting and they just go for it.
And not just that, some of the people on the dais don't even know him. They're just there as like a comedy layup.
Yeah, there's that too.
Like
where they're
William
like, oh, this is an
Shatner.
opportunity.
John did not say.
All right, look at me.
He gave you ample time.
Look at me. All right, I'm gonna tell you something. Everybody that does these videos have an agenda. I guarantee you,
including CJ.
Late, CJ.
What?
You're
including
30
Mr.
minutes
Hansy.
late. We're talking about hookers.
I gave you all a chance. Well, I can talk hookers.
CJ, you have a double chin.
If you want to talk hookers, I could talk hookers.
Yes, hookers.
I have no problem with that.
Go now. Start.
I prefer that subject. Who asked me about a double chin?
I did. You look like you have a double chin.
One of the bald guys.
You look like you have an ass for a face. What the fuck?
I do have an ass for a face. It's not about me. This is about
worked hard on that.
So you have a double chin.
Well, how'd you see my double chin?
Because you leaned into the mic and you're like you roosted the chicken jowls were hanging over the mic.
Tony, what are you doing?
He's
poking the bear.
Wow.
Right now.
He is absolutely poking the bear right now.
Even I'm sitting here like, wow.
You have double chin envy, my friend. That's what
I do. I don't.
He has double envy.
You're hiding with all that fur on your face.
No, not Leland crotch.
Yes, you got Leland's crotch now that you got the hands up there.
CJ, I'm only busting here because you never show your face. I saw a little bit of the chin. They're gonna pull that out.
I will tell you something. I'm a very handsome man. I don't show my face because I don't want you to feel bad when I come on screen with you. That's why. I'm a
I know. Actually, if
you're
that good looking,
I've seen him physically. So you guys want to ask me?
Yes,
I was gonna say he was on the Becker's show Bleacher not too long ago.
Wait, how did he get on?
Are you confident enough for me to judge your look?
I definitely want to hear Naman grade CJ's looks.
on.
I want several criteria.
Well, that's not fair. I'm not Korean. He's not.
I want this to legitimately be the rest of our show tonight. Is just Naman grading CJ's appearance on many factors.
How the hell did he get on here? I didn't even see him.
So,
Norman was hiding.
You want me to grade you?
Yes.
Did CJ say yes? I want to hear CJ say yes.
No.
He said yes.
I don't need your validation. I know how great I am.
I just want to know how confident he is because
He's
CJ,
not confident at all. Horrified.
I'm amazing.
What up, Drag?
You want me to grade you or not, CJ? Up to you.
Yes, grade me.
How many chins does he have? How many chins does he have? I saw one. I saw at least two
It
there.
depends on if he's looking up, then he got none. If he's looking down, he got about 3.
I'm gonna unstop my camera now because that was just amazing. I'm here for Naman now.
Well, he's taller than I am, so I guess
I'm sure.
I guess the people
no punches.
Right?
Well, there you have it.
The highlight of my month.
Listen, I have my hair. I have a very nice.
Hey, growing hair is not a contest, CJ.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm just stating what I have.
You can't count the ear hair though.
I'm above average. The women never tell me there's a problem.
There's more than one.
Well,
Things have gotten out of control, Callie. It's true.
I mean,
It's
nobody
very
prostitutes
true.
don't say anything bad about you.
No, nobody's saying anything about him. We can't see him. How can we judge him? He's got nice nails, though.
I was gonna say he's lovely cuticles.
I take care of myself. That's why. You have to love yourself. That's the thing.
I'm assuming this question is for you, CJ. Do the women talk to you?
I don't care what they say. They talk.
Adam is a great troll tonight. I just gotta say, Daymers is crushing the
They
troll
talk.
game.
They talk to you or about you?
I'm sorry, but I think that question is for me, and women do talk to me.
I would believe that.
No, they talk to me. They talk
I
to
don't
me a
believe
little
that.
too much, and that's why I don't stay with them. That's a problem. You know?
I'm pretty sure that was for CJ, but correct me if I'm wrong. Dave.
It's not my fucking birthday, freaking Kyle. All right.
There it is.
Birthday to
Fucking guy.
Happy birthday, CJ. I can't wait to see you. And
It's
you're
so
right. I'll tell you
Dude,
all
birthday,
about
that's
that.
awesome.
Do you repurpose the back hair, Phil? What is going on in the chat?
Wow.
My favorite was when. Oh my god. My favorite was once when
We're gonna have to ask you to leave.
one time CJ said, "I don't yell at people, and I'm not angry."
I'm not. Why does everybody think I'm fucking angry for? I don't yell.
I said
don't know.
self-awareness score of 0.
Yeah.
Who's yelling? Who's fucking yelling over here? Come on.
See, I don't hear yelling. I hear Brooklyn.
Yeah.
CJ,
I'm actually not from Brooklyn. I'm from Queens. But
What is your
close.
nationality, CJ?
I'm from Queens, but you know it's close enough.
What's your
One of the
what's
boroughs.
your
I'm hearing
nationality?
one of the boroughs. Okay.
What's your nationality?
Greek.
Greek.
Okay.
American, baby. Through and through.
You know, I used to be friends with a Chicago Greek girl, and that
Is she hot?
dialect does sound.
So what happened? What happened to break up the relationship?
Is she single?
No, she is not.
Forget about her.
What happened to break up my friendship with her? Typical girl drama stuff.
She stole your identity.
Oh, a Greek girl? A Greek girl? That was dramatic. Wow.
I was just gonna
That's
say
a
this is the
shocker.
quietest I've ever seen Phil on a stream ever. This whole show has been
That's a
amazing.
freaking shocker.
I don't know what's happened to Cliff. He's on
Cliff,
his
you
phone.
okay there?
He's clearly
Cliff,
on
look up,
Grinder
leave
right
it
now,
alone.
leaving
Cliff
a
is clearly
negative
trying to
review.
get, you know, he's trying to
He's
fix
sending
the
this
problem.
He's like, I'm logging off of Sniffy. He's leaving a negative review.
Seriously.
All right, we're at an hour. Legion of Comics. What's going on with you?
Tomorrow I have my weekly vlog coming out. It's the Masters Week vlog, so it's interesting. You get to see the de-evolution of me through the week, but I still got it done. And
I watched the last one. You seem pretty tired.
Yo,
man.
I
Did you
watched
watch
the
the one?
members
It's-
one, and I was still concerned for you. And you're like, this afternoon, you're like, no, you don't gotta worry about me. You don't gotta worry about me. And I was like, yeah, I'm worried about you.
Yeah, I put in so that one where I'm just like, it's Thursday, I'm tired. Like there was more to that. I'm like, I'm just gonna take all that out and just leave that. It was funny transitioning from me and the wife shotgunning a Red Bull to that. And
Yeah,
Becker's
that was-
comment was great. He said, watching y'all shotgun a Red Bull really puts that week in perspective for us that aren't there. But it's fun, man. It's not, I wouldn't want to live like that all year, but 2 weeks out of the year ain't bad. 122
Can you-
hours in 2 weeks. If you get through it, you're like, yeah, that felt good.
Yeah,
And I'm
Can
still
you
going.
name the Masters winner?
Yeah, well, Scotty Scheffel.
Oh, you surprised me. I didn't think you'd be
Yeah,
able
I
to.
told you I'm not like big on sports, but I watch the Masters every year. It's like people who don't really follow football, they enjoy watching the Super Bowl. At least it's a big event. But I
Yeah.
watch the Masters every year, and it was awesome. It was really cool. I mean that's enough golf for me for the year until I take the kids to putt. But yeah, it was really fun. It's exciting. Like watching the end, like it wasn't as dynamic because he had such a lead by the time, but watching him finish it out and watching it, like it's impressive to watch. It really is. Like it's it's insane the level of talent that's out there. I couldn't imagine. But
Well,
yeah,
check out. Yeah, check out Legion of Comics. We are Legion, a great brand focused channel. Check my man out. Let's go with TJ. What's up, Flash by Night? What's going on with you?
So I've been slacking. I've been non-committal, but I'll say this here. So I have to stick to it. I'm going to try to bring back. I'm already hedging my bets. I'm going to try to bring back Transformers Thursday, and I'm going to try to do a review of Transformers 2021. There we go. First aerial box. We'll try to do that. We'll try to do that this Thursday, and we'll see if I can stick to it.
That's all right. We'll check out my man Flash by Night. Also check him out on TikTok. I have not been on TikTok as much, but I know you're building a little following on there. So
yeah, I fiddled around. I trolled my first person this week. this one guy that whined about Samantha Irvin being a little emotional at WrestleMania. He whined about it. Everybody on TikTok who watches wrestling made a video about him. I joined in on the bandwagon. I'm a bully.
Yeah,
but bullying the person that bullies somebody else isn't that bad.
If you can't beat them, join them, TJ. We got your back.
Here's my question, TJ. Was she crying because Cody was becoming the champ, or was she crying because Roman was losing the champ?
She got caught up in a couple of them, but I think it was Cody, because I don't think she knows. I don't think she wants to know the results. I think she gets the results fresh, so she had the same reaction as the fans do, and she was like everybody else. And Cody had people crying in their feelings. I was in my feelings. And that's what he was talking about was feelings and emotions and crying in wrestling. And it's a man's sport. I'm like, no,
But that's the whole point. I mean, now that we know it's all storytelling, we fully understand that it's men's soap opera. Isn't that the entire point?
Much. You get immersed in it. Let them tell the stories. Make it look somewhat real, or if you're Gunther actually beat up people.
That's why I read X-Men.
There you go. And somebody else almost caught my wrath before that on one of John's posts. Somebody was talking about grown men watching X-Men's cartoons, and I wrote shut the fuck up, and then I wrote shut the fuck up, and TikTok took my comment down.
You got to let people be wrong on the internet sometimes, man. You just got to let them be wrong.
I let 99% slide, but the troll in me is getting hungry. I've got to feed the troll every once in a while.
Well, that's my man. Check out TJ, the troll, in hiding, waiting to pop out at any moment.
Under the bridge.
Let's do carried next. Unofficially official geek. What's going on with your channel?
You missed
officially
it.
Unofficial. Dang it, I fucked it up. I still can't do it right.
Just refer to me as the OUG. That happens for a reason. Okay. I'm referred to as the OUG for a reason.
See, there's branding. Branding, Marcus.
You gotta work on that branding.
Everybody can, it's because nobody can say my name for some reason. So new writing vlog went up yesterday, and I just do it all week. And the novel is eventually going to be finished. And I next coming review on poetry will be this baby right here. So yeah, I read stuff besides comics, and hopefully I can do some more comic reviews soon.
That's what's up. We'll check her out on YouTube as well as the Instagram. Thank you so much for jumping on, Carrie. I appreciate you.
Always.
Let's do John's Comics with Kids, or I'm going to be referring to as John Saget from here on out. What's going on with you?
other than stirring pots and taking shots, I'm next Tuesday I'm over on No Good Comics for Omni X-Men's back. This weekend I'm gonna go comic hunting. A bunch of local homies in this area. We're gonna be hitting some shots and looking for books and things. So I don't think I'll be doing any shows between now and then. This was my big hangout this week.
Well, man, I'm glad to get a first appearance in. I appreciate you so much.
John, let me know what those shops are.
Nobody cares about White Whale Comics. Okay.
John, John, let me know what those shops are, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be in your area pretty soon. So
soon enough, sir.
Yeah,
soon enough.
so
I'm going to keep them warm for you.
Okay.
I need to know what John thought of the most recent episode of X-Men.
I mean, it was phenomenal. It's the best episode. It's legitimately the best 30 minutes that has ever been made in the X-Men universe.
Why did you ask him that question? Oh my God, he's not going to shut up now.
There's a go find the short. It's on my YouTube. It's on my Instagram. It's
okay.
It was phenomenal, and I'm so looking forward to tomorrow morning.
I'm still ugly crying in my head.
Oh, absolutely! And tomorrow morning we get Life Death Part 2.
Oh,
I ugly cried for a day, and then after it, I realized that Gambit is my modern day Optimus Prime.
Well, thank you for jumping on. I appreciate you. If you guys ever get bored with FOC and chill, they start before me, so you can always go check out some X-Men chat. It's either on John's Comics with Kids
and they
or
talk about a single issue for 4 hours.
Minutia, baby. Last time we talked about issue 189, and it was legitimately one of our least favorite issues we've ever read, and it was a lot of fun. For 2 hours, we just tore this book up.
There you go. If you like more of that, check out my man. Thank you so much for jumping on, man. I appreciate you. Let's get that hater on the screen next. What's going on?
There he is.
What's going on with you,
my
man?
brand. Yes, I am the hater. Usual stuff. I did drop a Let's Collect tonight. Realized I'd effed it up.
It was really good. Donna Troy.
Hey,
although there was that one slide that didn't work, the rest of it was phenomenal.
So there's a correct version now up. So a lot of views, but whatever, it was like 30 views, and all the comments that
Teen Titans fans need to check it out.
Spoken like a true brand man.
Yeah,
exactly.
I do have a question for JP. Are you guys doing any more D&D live soon?
Yeah, we're on.
We have a new dungeon master, so he's hosting.
Yes. We are on
Who's that?
White Whale Comics.
White Whale Comics.
Every Sunday night.
Yeah.
I am the greatest barbarian in the world.
You nearly killed us this last
and
week.
if you need a little fire starter, let me know.
There you go.
So, yes, my character was about ready to kill Tony's character this week.
Yeah.
So.
Civil War.
It's gonna be So yeah, we're still playing D&D on White Whale Comics channel. Mark's put the
when is it Sundays like before?
Yeah, same time slot,
ma'am.
Same time slot.
Okay.
So.
That's what's up. Well, thank you so much for jumping on, JP. And I'll plug it again. My favorite comic book YouTube series, JP's Budget Collecting 6-month look back. It is a must watch. All of you should be watching that every single week. It gives you such a beautiful perspective that is so worthwhile. So thank you for that series, man. I really do appreciate it.
I personally want to see how long that beard can get on JP.
We're not at 6 months yet, so Thanksgiving I think is the last time I trimmed it. So
let it go, man. I want to see it hit the ground.
It's not gonna go that long.
Can you at least to the point where you can braid it?
Well, I won't. I think I probably could now. It's getting close.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay,
Tony, what's going on with you, my man? Thank you so much for jumping on and drinking with us tonight.
Well, don't thank me for drinking. I thank you for giving me the opportunity to drink.
The opportunity.
You're very welcome.
Anyway,
the opportunity to drink live.
Yeah.
Actually,
this session of FOC and Chill was brought to you by Club Royale.
Actually, the opportunity of drinking live is better than opportunity of drinking dead. Wherever I can do it and share my drink with everybody, I appreciate it. What am I doing? I do the Thursday train wreck every week. I do that every week. And then
sometimes it's live and sometimes it's not, and sometimes he doesn't know.
Yeah, exactly. It happens always. Sometimes I once in a while I do it live. I don't realize I'm doing
He
it live.
legitimately did the show live last week and was unaware until the very end of the show that he was live the entire time. It is one of the best shows you can ever catch. I'm just telling you.
That's why it's the train wreck.
I had to jump into the chat at the end and be like, you know you're live, right? And he's like, wait. And he's like reading the comments and realizing it. It's amazing.
Yes. That's why it's the train
Why
wreck.
am I getting
Anything can happen. I have
So
no
good.
clue. I have no clue. Seriously, I have no
I
clue.
love this guy.
But it's just so I'm like on the totally opposite of the spectrum that John is talking about for hours on end.
You have a brand.
I'm totally on the other side.
No, Tony, you have a brand. Don't
He's
use
incredibly
your brand.
consistent.
What's my brand of being an idiot? What's my brand?
You've
Drunken-
nailed it tonight.
Drunken debauchery. Yes, that's your brand.
So
I like it. Sign me up.
Okay, thank you very much.
Sometimes, just remember, sometimes brands are by accident.
That is true.
You know,
That is true.
a drunken train wreck. That is your brand.
That's my brand.
You found it.
Who would have thought? Anyway, so I have that on Thursday nights at 7 and Eastern time, and then I'm on White Whales show on Sunday doing D&D. Every once in a while, if I get I'll do a story time. There's another book I'm thinking of picking up and doing the story time, or we'll do some just like sipping live. I really don't. That's what I'm doing.
And that's a brand that I can get with whiskey and screw-ons. There we go. Well, thank you so much for jumping on. I am sub to your channel. I actually didn't know you had a channel, so I'm locked in now. Thank you.
Nobody
so
else
much
knows I have a
for
channel, so that's okay. Your channel.
Thanks for jumping on, my man. Naman, the ninja, the one that's been hiding. Nobody even knew you were here. And if you want to rate CJ now, I'm all for that.
Since
But
I don't
what's
have
going on
brand, I'm
with you?
here to, tell you guys about. I want to make a couple announcements.
What brand? You're the worm. That's your brand. You're the freaking comic worm.
No, I come
You're the
here.
wormy guy.
Stan has the brand. SurcamStances has the brand. He's the community guy, so I do have community news.
Oh shit. CJ's the Circumstances is the community guy. Okay, good.
I'm trying to build some kind of a text to voice communication system for Papa. Frogger man.
Frog Brawler.
Yeah,
Frog Brawler. Yeah, he and I have been working on it, and working on the soundboards and stuff, and where he could type and comes out as a voice. So we're trying to get that all working for him, and
That's so awesome.
That would be great, yeah. Because I love having Papa's in chat, man. He's so funny. Yeah. Like, especially when he gets on CJ.
Like a soundboards like this.
Good morning, Vietnam. You want him to sound like Robin Williams?
Yeah. Hey, I wish.
Yo, imagine Papa just sounding like Robin Williams all the time.
So basically, you're giving him a voice now to insult me instead of just fingering me all the time.
Hey, that was double
CJ, how to insult CJ memes from everybody in the community. So if you can send me MP3 files.
Fuck
I
you,
love this
CJ.
idea.
No, fuck you. No, fuck me. Fuck you. All right.
That's me. Fuck you.
Click those, snip it and click those, and send it to me, and I'll assign a button to it onto a Papa's
man. Doing the Lord's work right here.
Yeah.
CJ, I love you.
Other news is that me and Roger and Sleepy Reader, we teamworked on a eBay sniping. We teamworked on eBay sniping, and we won something really fantastic. We got tons and tons to show. So 3 of us are doing some kind of a teamwork live stream. So look for that probably coming Sunday.
No, wait a minute. Hold on. You're doing eBay. Explain what's an eBay sniping.
Sniping?
eBay sniping is when you wait till last few seconds and start bidding on a merchandise. Try to get the highest bid.
Okay.
So you guys aren't selling, you're sniping.
Yeah, we're trying to buy, and we did a fantastic job buying something.
So basically, you guys like breaking hearts.
Yeah,
They do. They do. So somewhere out there, you know,
Some of us like to build each other up, and some of us like to tear each other down. Is that?
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. If
I used to like you.
You lost in that sniping. I'm sorry.
I mean, eBay is like a dystopian wasteland anyway. So, like that, like it's either kill or it's either snipe or be sniped on eBay. So, you know, be the sniper.
Listen, either way, they're making the seller happy. They're making more money for the seller anyway, so it's not bothering anybody.
Anyway, so I mean, seller I'm sure was happy, right? So, but we did a fantastic job. You guys will. I mean, if you guys into comic books, art, then you'll love it. So
just let me know how many come in cereal boxes. How many packages come in packaged up in a cereal box instead of regular packaging? That's what I want to know.
Anyway, so
there you go.
that's it.
Inquiring.
Thanks for having me, Circumstance. Appreciate you, man.
CJ,
Thank you so much for jumping on.
You asked a question. He says, anyway, you just
he's a rude worm. We all know him. We all know he's rude. He's rude. He's very rude.
Who you off?
All right.
Listen. CJ, we getting any insomniacs here anytime soon?
Maybe.
What's up?
All right, here's the thing. You go to my channel, you put the ding, ding, ding. You know the little ding, 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 the little bell thing? You're going to click that. And then maybe magically you'll see a video pop up.
I'm not doing that.
Sorry.
Hey, take him off. This is my time. This is my time. This is my moment. No, not his hands, my hands. Get his hands off of here. He's
the same thing, right?
Poser. Listen. All right. Don't take my time away. This is my time to shine, okay? What? No.
It's like puppet theater or something.
What the fuck is this?
Just do your spill.
Whose hands are those? Whose hands were
yours? It doesn't matter.
Damn it. Anyway, it'll jump inside. Listen, I've been in a mood. So here's the thing: when you see me pop up, it's gonna be with no notice. It's gonna be no nothing. It's gonna pop up. I'm gonna speak unfiltered. I got things on my mind. I'm gonna say things without other people interrupting me with their freaking hand gestures. I'm gonna say things. People will listen. They'll either agree, disagree, like them, not like them. I don't care. I'm gonna say them because it's my channel and I can say what I want on my channel. All right. And that being said, I'm gonna ask everybody. Sorry, I'm gonna do this as far as plugging something right now.
Okay.
But since you're ending the show, after the show ends and everybody says their goodbyes, I want to ask everybody to go over to K-Pop's channel because she's doing a good interview right now with Sebastian, the owner and writer for Stranger Comics. It'd be nice to go support her. She's the queen of Insomniac Nation, and I like to show her support. Okay. And I'm going to go there right after this.
That's so sweet.
Okay.
Wait.
I didn't say it to be sweet. I said support her.
Did he just do something nice for someone?
Yeah.
It happens.
He just did something nice for somebody.
I do lots of nice things.
Go through the looking glass.
I only do nice things for people.
TJ, I thought you were such an asshole, but you're such a nice guy.
She is live right now.
Look, hey, dog, look at me. You're the asshole. I'm not the asshole. You're the asshole.
And on that note, thank you to everybody that jumped on. We had a full house this week, which was a lot of fun. Oh, Cliff, I'm sorry. I can't forget my man. Last and most certainly not least, I would never forget. Oh, Cliff, I'm the worst, man. I'm sorry. I meant to do CJ laugh, and I'm
blocked all night.
I'm sorry.
Now we know why.
Cliff, thank you so much for jumping on. I appreciate you, brother. What do you got going on your channel?
Can we get Cliff a date? Can we? Somebody out there can fix Cliff someone up with somebody. He needs something. Yeah.
That definitely needs to happen. The small plug, the Council of Comics New Comic Day. We're going to be live for a while because we've got some health issues in play, so it's screwing up the editing. So look forward to seeing us live 8 p.m. on Wednesdays for a couple of months. That said, a friend of mine just hooked me up with Hope to Dream from Ashley Furniture or Ashley Home Store.
Okay.
So if you have a child in need that needs a bedroom set, a twin-size bed and a little bit of furniture and a fresh pillow, you can go to www.ahopetodream.com, fill out the application there. They're wonderful.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Is there a URL for that we can put in the chat?
For which one? Oh, wait, I put Cliff in there. I put Cliff in there twice. You want Council of Comics?
Yes. You got
Whatever
it.
that one
Perfect.
is.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I like to see the URL.
No, worthwhile. Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
But anyhow, really great organization. So if there is a Ashley Home Store, Ashley Furniture in your area, then it's very likely that this program is available to you.
Cool.
And
cool.
then so every year at Alternaverse or LCS, we do free comic book day. And the last few years, we've turned it into like a mini con, and we've had special guests, and we have great guests this year, Ryan G. Brown and all sorts of wonderful people. But our friend Tom, who organizes the event every year, his little sister has cancer. So all the extra activities that we're doing this year for Alternicon are going to contribute to her GoFundMe.
Very cool.
What type of cancer? What type of cancer what type of cancer does she have?
I haven't asked Tom. It's It's lymphoblastic leukemia.
Oh my!
Jeez.
And I just posted it on my Instagram while we were wrapping up.
Where is this at?
Hyde Park, New York, at Alternaverse. And actually, I should add that information to the description.
Yeah,
and that's the Hope to Dream website, right?
And that is the Hope to Dream website.
Nobody lives near me in Indianapolis, so.
Dude, do me a favor, Cliff. Send me over the links on IG, the Instagram, and I'll put them on the next time I do a live.
Thank you.
I'm not hopping in the bandwagon, but could I send you one for what I'm doing, which is the
what the hell are you doing?
Okay, so last year I did the 24-hour for pediatric brain cancer. The cure starts now.
Are you doing it again?
I'm putting in the URL in all of my videos. So I have to plan to do another 24-hour.
Mm-hmm.
But right now I'm just sticking in my videos and scrolling the URL for it. So if I'm not trumping on Cliff stuff, but if I can send CJ my URL to help out, I appreciate it.
Send it out. When I do it, I'll put it up there as long as I know what the hell it is. Make sure you send me what you're sending me. Because when you people send me links, it's usually porn links. So I gotta make sure that.
We're just trying to help.
We want to make sure you're entertained, CJ. Okay.
You've never said thank you.
So the cure stats now is for pediatric brain cancer, and I had a family whose child died at 10 years old because of it. So that it's very close to me. So I did the 24-hour, and now I'm putting it now in my URL when I do the banner when I do my channel, to get all that 100% of that money goes towards research. That's how they do it. So that's why I'm doing it.
Very great causes. Thank you for that. And Cliff, thank you so much for jumping on. I appreciate you. And that's a great cause as well. So that's one of the great things about this community is there are more than one cause, and there's enough room for all of them.
And Cliff, thank you for bringing up the cause, but thanks for bringing down the whole channel.
Well, you know what? We were wrapping up, so it was a great time
Tony.
Plug it down. I mean, all I can tell you about my new series. I'm going to travel state to state to meet, married couples who are part of the community, and then try to have a threesome with them. I'm going to call it Cliff on Coochie, and you can look forward to that.
Are you going to film it?
The people love alliteration.
Oh my God, we're going to
I
hell.
have to give you a special segment.
There you go.
There we go.
Since we're talking about charities, we might as
We go
well
to
plug the Comic Book Communities charity, which is Comics Curing Cancer. Obviously, the big event is in October, but it's a year-round thing. We've already had some big donations come in already, so be ready for the big event. But if you're looking to donate throughout the year, the portal is always open, so you have that option. Stay up on everything that's going on by plugging into Comics Curing Cancer on Instagram, where you'll find all of the information that you'll need. And of course, looking forward to their booth at Heroes Con here in June 14th to 16th. Cannot
Just posted
wait.
the booth location. Y'all see that booth location?
1769 still.
Did you see the picture of the floor layout? Prime real estate, dude. Prime.
Hell yeah. That's
And by
what's
the
up.
way,
Looking forward
John,
for that.
By the way, John, I didn't tell you thank you for your links because I'm not into that weird German porn. Okay? I'm not into that.
Was ist los mit dir?
I don't like that stuff. I like normal conventional porn. I don't need I don't need that special kind.
John Saget strikes again. What a week, y'all. What a week.
John Saget should stick. That's John Saget should stick.
I'm leaving.
Thank you to everybody that's jumping on. That's all I've got for you. What a crazy week, man. I appreciate it. John, you brought everybody out the woodwork this week, man. That was a good time.
All the
man.
trolls, that's what I do.
Say no to German porn.
Peace.
Or say
y'all.
yes.